Picture this. Out of nearly 195 countries in the world, almost 9 out of 10, 175 of them, cast votes for one single person. Not for a president, not for an Olympic athlete, but for an idol from Busan, South Korea, judged to have the brightest future in global fashion. His name is Park Jimin, a BTS member known for years for his soft vocals, emotionally charged dancing, and a smile that melts ARMY around the world. But this time, he's winning in a completely different arena, the world of high fashion, where the most exclusive houses in Paris usually only glance at supermodels and Hollywood actors. So what actually happened? Who ran this massive poll? And why was the result so decisive? In this video, we're breaking it all down, from vote counts that will make you do a double take, to Jimin's fashion moments throughout 2026 that made him worthy of this title. Stay until the end, because there's a fact at the close about one of Jimin's stage shirts that sold for a price that will leave you speechless. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because we'll keep bringing you the latest K-pop news backed by solid data, not just shallow gossip. Alright, let's get straight into it. Here's the story. There's a fan voting platform called Picnic, which has recently become one of the busiest hubs for K-pop fans worldwide to channel their support through themed polls. In mid-2026, Picnic opened a brand new poll category that was quite unique. They were searching for the idol most deserving of the title Artist Most Destined for the Runway this year. The category wasn't just about who fans thought was the most handsome or the most stylish. The judging criteria were far more specific and far more demanding than that. 3 main points were assessed. First, fashion sense. How an idol builds a visual identity through what they wear, both on stage and in everyday life. Second, brand power. How much influence that idol has over the fashion industry, including collaborations with renowned fashion houses, and how far their impact reaches on global trends. Third, stage presence. Because for Picnic, fashion isn't just about good clothes. It's about how someone carries themselves with a charisma that draws every eye in the room. The poll ran for 2 full weeks, from July 10th to July 24th, 2026. And the final result? Far from a close call. Jimin racked up 32,629 votes. For comparison, in second place was James of Cordis with 26,420 votes, and in third was Gaewon of Meve with 15,359 votes. The gap was significant, showing this wasn't just a narrow win, it was a genuine landslide. But what makes this poll remarkable and headline-worthy isn't just who won. What's truly striking is its scope. This vote drew participants from 175 countries around the world. Just imagine the scale. From North America to Southeast Asia, from Europe to Africa, people from wildly different cultural backgrounds all agreed on the same name. A spokesperson for Picnic, as quoted by Korea Jungkook Daily, explained that fashion is one of the clearest ways an artist can show off their personality and global pull. According to them, this poll's result proves that Jimin's appeal has spilled well past music and into the realm of lifestyle and style. And if you think about it, that statement holds up. Because if we trace Jimin's journey over the past few years, this title didn't just fall from the sky. It's the culmination of a long journey built piece by piece. Before we dive into 2026, it's worth stepping back a bit to see how Jimin's connection to the fashion world actually began. Jimin's name has actually been linked to the fashion world for several years now. His relationship with one of the world's most prestigious fashion houses, Dior, began long before he officially became a brand ambassador. Kim Jones, Dior's menswear creative director, once designed stage outfits for BTS during one of their past world tours. That's where the thread connecting Jimin and Dior first began. That connection then grew into something far more official. Jimin was appointed as Dior's global ambassador, a major achievement considering that position is usually held by top-tier Hollywood actors or world-class models. Since then, Jimin has become a regular presence at various Paris Fashion Week events, sitting front row in looks that consistently become talking points among international fashion media. It didn't stop there. Jimin also partnered with Tiffany & Co., the American luxury jewelry brand, as one of their ambassadors. These two major partnerships, Dior in fashion and Tiffany & Co. in luxury accessories, show that the global fashion industry doesn't see Jimin as just a K-pop idol who happens to dress well, but as a genuine figure with real commercial value and influence in the industry. International fashion media began handing out recognition one after another. Vogue Poland once named Jimin one of the 5 best-dressed men of the year, alongside names like actors Stormzy and Troye Sivan. Fashion outlets like GQ have also placed Jimin on their best-dressed lists, with particular praise for his casual style, which was described as the ideal standard for airport dressing. Jimin has also been a cover star for Vogue Korea, appearing in a visual concept the magazine dubbed the representation of the sound of now. His cover photos, wrapped in a blue color palette while wearing Dior, became one of the most talked about magazine covers of early 2026. So if you're wondering why Jimin swept this picnic poll so decisively, the answer is simple. This win didn't come out of nowhere. It's the result of years spent building a reputation, consistently showing up at world-class fashion events, and earning the trust of major brands that are typically very selective about who they choose as the face of their campaigns. Now let's get to the most relevant part. What specific moments in 2026 made Jimin even more deserving of the title, Most Promising Fashion Star? One of the most iconic moments happened in June 2026, during Paris Fashion Week for the Spring/Summer 2027 season. Jimin attended as a guest of honor representing Dior, and his look immediately stole the spotlight in global fashion media. He wore a velvet coat with an Edwardian-inspired touch, the classic 19th century European style, elegant and formal, yet still feeling modern through the way Jimin carried it. The international fashion industry buzzed about this look, as it successfully blended classic elements with a fresh, personal touch. This moment stands as strong proof of why the brand power criterion in the picnic poll is so relevant to Jimin. As Dior's global ambassador, his presence at an event like this isn't just about sitting in the front row for photos. It's about how he genuinely represents the brand's identity to the world. But Jimin's fashion story in 2026 didn't stop on the runway. There was one moment that came from an entirely different world altogether. The biggest stage in sports on the planet, the FIFA World Cup. BTS performed at the halftime show of the FIFA World Cup 2026 final, a stage watched by billions of eyes around the globe. And one of the stage costumes Jimin wore during that performance later became a charity auction item at the prestigious Christie's auction house. The result? The stage shirt sold for a staggering $110,000, a figure reportedly matching the price fetched by the tournament's official match ball. Proceeds from the auction went to support the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund, a charity focused on children's education worldwide. Take a moment to think about that. A stage shirt, not a rare antique, not a historic painting, just an ordinary concert costume, sold for that much simply because of one name, Jimin. This isn't just about popularity alone, but about how items connected to him carry extraordinary cultural and commercial value. And still in the same year, there was another moment that went viral, not because of clothing, but because of hair. During BTS's concert at Gillette Stadium, Massachusetts, Jimin appeared with a braided hairstyle that instantly captured attention. His hairstyle was so iconic it appeared on the stadium's massive LED screens and spread across social media within minutes. Major pop culture accounts jumped in to gush over the look, and the moment even earned its own nickname among the public, Jimerica, a blend of Jimin and America, celebrating his string of successful performances on American soil. So to sum it up, within a relatively short span of 2026 alone, Jimin has already logged at least 4 major fashion-related moments. A Paris Fashion Week runway appearance that became the talk of the town, the picnic pole crown voted by 175 countries, a stage shirt sold for the price of a luxury item at a world-class charity auction, and a hairstyle that went globally viral. No wonder media outlets are calling this one of the most successful years in Jimin's solo career so far. Now, here's an important point to underline. This win at the picnic poll isn't the only recognition Jimin has received recently. If we rewind a bit further, Jimin has actually appeared quite frequently at the top of various surveys and rankings, both directly related to fashion and to popularity in general. Earlier in 2026, for instance, a Korean business research institute released their brand reputation rankings for boy group idols, and Jimin once again claimed the top spot. Rankings like this are calculated using big data, not just simple fan votes, but a thorough analysis of consumer participation, media coverage, and public engagement toward a public figure. Beyond that, in the star ranking voting platform, one of the largest idol voting platforms in Korea, Jimin has also consistently held the #1 spot in the male idol category for weeks on end, having previously even set a record for holding the top spot for over 100 consecutive weeks in a certain category. Why does this matter? Because it shows that the fashion poll win from Picnic isn't a standalone or coincidental event. It's part of a much larger pattern, a consistent trend where Jimin's name keeps surfacing as a representation of peak popularity and influence, whether in music, lifestyle, or now, in world-class fashion. And interestingly, this recognition comes from a variety of different sources. Some come from official business research institutions using big data methods. Some come from fan voting platforms like Star Ranking and Picnic. Others come directly from top-tier international fashion media like Vogue and GQ. It's this combination of recognition from multiple sources that makes Jimin's status as a fashion icon feel far more solid and hard to dismiss, compared to relying on just one type of accolade. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. Why does an achievement like this matter, not just for Jimin personally, but for the K-pop industry as a whole? For years, the high fashion world, especially major houses in Paris and Milan, has been known to be fairly conservative about who they involve as the face of their campaigns. It was usually dominated by Hollywood actors, world-class models, or Western musicians who already had decades of established reputation. K-pop idols, despite their popularity among fans, were often overlooked by the mainstream fashion industry. But that pattern has been gradually shifting, and Jimin is one of the figures most representative of that change. When a K-pop idol can become a global ambassador for a brand like Dior, appear front row at Paris Fashion Week on a regular basis, and now even win an international poll with participation from 175 countries, it shows that the line between Asian pop culture and elite European fashion is increasingly blurring. This phenomenon also reflects just how powerful K-pop fandom mobilization is, particularly ARMY as BTS's fan base. A vote from 175 countries isn't just a statistic. It's real proof that BTS's fan network is spread so widely and so well organized that it can drive global participation on a scale rarely achieved by other public figures, even outside the entertainment world. UAE-based outlet Gulf News, which first reported the full details of this win, even called 2026 one of the most brilliant years in Jimin's career, not because of a single achievement, but because of a series of achievements arriving back-to-back within a short span of time. Unsurprisingly, as soon as this news started spreading, hashtags and discussions about Jimin's win quickly took off across various social media platforms. ARMY from different countries celebrated this achievement together, with many calling it solid proof that Jimin's influence has truly gone global, not just among K-pop fans, but reaching into circles of fashion lovers who may not have previously been very familiar with K-pop at all. Interestingly, this momentum arrives at a fairly strategic time. BTS itself is currently in a full comeback phase after all its members completed their mandatory military service, and each member now has the chance to rebuild and expand their individual footprint, both in music and beyond. For Jimin, this momentum couldn't be more timely, reinforcing his position not just as BTS's lead vocalist, but as one of the most influential pop culture figures in the fashion world right now. Looking ahead, many are eager to see what Jimin does next in the fashion world. Will there be new collaborations with other major brands? Will he appear even more frequently at international runways? Or is there another surprise yet to be revealed? What's clear is that with his track record throughout 2026, expectations for Jimin's next move in fashion are higher than ever. So there you have it, the full story behind the headline, Jimin conquers the world, chosen by 175 countries as the most promising fashion star. This isn't just a clickbait headline. The numbers and data are real, from the vote count, to the number of participating countries, down to the string of other achievements that accompanied this title throughout 2026. From the Paris Fashion Week runway, to a concert shirt that sold for the price of a luxury item, to a hairstyle that went viral and earned the nickname Jimerica. All of it points to one common thread. Jimin's influence in fashion isn't just about looking good. It's about how he's genuinely built a globally recognized style identity, from everyday fans all the way up to the elite fashion industry. What do you think? Does Jimin deserve this title? Or do you think there's another idol who actually deserves it more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like this video if you found the explanation helpful. Subscribe to the channel too, so you won't miss out on more K-pop news updates, always broken down with clear and accurate data. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching until the end.